Hello. In the previous video we have understood how to use the references in the setter based and constructor based dependency injection. Now we will understand how to work on bean scopes. First we will understand what is a singleton scope, and we will go on with the next particular scope called as prototype scope. Now in this XML file, if we are going to define the particular bean properties into it, we can add a property which is called as scope. So in this scope we are going to tell that I'll do less modification, I'll go with the message. So in here we are going to define the scope of it, which is called singleton. So first we will understand, before defining the particular scope, is that particular bean which is getting shown. So as per this particular definition with respect to the scope of a particular bean, if you are defining a particular bean, it will be singleton as usual. So how do we demonstrate that? So now we will demonstrate and understand if we are getting the same particular bean which is defined. Now for time being, what I will do is I will just comment this toString, and I'm going to create this particular thing. We are going to run this particular code. Okay. Now we will see that you have an object reference which has come in here with respect to the @. So this becomes the object reference. Now I will do another call. Another call, and in this I'm going to define a different object. I'm gonna display it. So I'm taking from the same application context of a particular bean which is called as message. Now I'm requesting another bean instance to be given, right? So now the previous bean instance is 60C2. So now I will just run it again. Now as per the definition, it is telling it is singleton. So these two objects, whatever it has been defined, it should give me the same reference. So it is giving me the same reference. So it means that it is creating an object of the same object is gonna give as an instance. Now there is another object I'm gonna ask for. I'm going to save it, just run this particular application. Let me see how does it work. Now you can see that the same instances have been created, the object instances have been created. So it means that this particular, without defining any kind of scope, it means that the object whatever has been given, if from the context, it is an singleton based. So by default it is giving me a singleton object. Now we will go and define in particular XML for this particular message. I am going to tell as a scope is equal to, I will make it as prototype. So now what does that mean is, whenever we ask for the particular instance, it has to give me the multiple different objects to it. So this is our prototype based configuration. Now we will see that how does this particular object instances will be given by the context. So now you can see that this is a different object as a requested. So this becomes a different object. This is a different object. This becomes a different object instance which has been given out as a reference to it. So this is called as the scope. So this is how the bean scope can be defined, and we will see that this is a major understanding on scopes. Now we will understand there are some more different properties can be added to it, like you are having the init method. So it is called as init method. I'm going to tell that there is an initialization method. So that method name is init. Next another one is called destroy method. I'm going to tell that destroy method. Destroy is a method name which is being used inside the class called as message. Now I'm going to create a particular method called init inside the message thing. So now here we can use after this particular message. So I'm gonna tell that public void init. So this is the my method name which I'm going to define, and I'm going to tell that I will just use system.out.println init method. So this is what the method I'm going to define, and another method I'm going to define is destroy. So here I'm going to define the same thing with respect to the destroy method. I'm going to tell that inside the message destroy method. This basically doesn't work, but then also we are going to just check out if that particular bean is getting instantiated. So this becomes my initial method, and this becomes my exiting method, which is getting executed during the time of exit. So we have setter and getter methods as usual. I have removed this toString just for a demonstration, and here I have, as usual, I have placed a constructor and the property. Both have been set up, so we can instantiate the particular class using constructor base. So as usual with respect to XML configurations. Now we are going to run this, and let us see how does this particular init method will work. Now in here it is actually creating an init method. So now you can see that it is actually inside the initialization method, and it is actually initialization method because we got an initialize context. So in here it is already initialized, and here whenever we are getting displayed back onto the screen, so it is giving me init method. There is another one request with respect to init method, it is already done. There is another one init method which we are going to get it. So this is how the init method is getting done. Now let me see if that context dot close is present now. So I cannot destroy the context. So this is how your init and the specific the another different init method and destroy method can be called. So these are all certain properties which we are going to use it for that. So we have understood how does this scope will work, and how does init method and destroy method will work. Thank you.